Rich people don't spend money the way you think they do. Yes, they have expensive cars, big homes, first-class seats. But if you look closely, really closely, you'll notice something completely different. The wealthiest people in the world aren't actually buying more things. They're buying something far more valuable. They're buying time. And once you truly understand this one idea, you will never look at money the same way again. Here's a question that most people never stop to think about. Every single person on Earth gets exactly 24 hours a day, not 25, not 26. The billionaire and the minimum wage worker wake up with the exact same amount of time. So why does one person accomplish 10 times more than the other? Because one spends time to save money. The other spends money to save time. That single difference, quietly, invisibly, changes everything. And by the end of this video, you're going to see exactly why. You're going to see how the way you think about time and money today is either building your future or slowly stealing it. Subscribe right now, because what you're about to hear might be the most important money lesson nobody ever taught you in school. Let me tell you about two people. Meet Alex. Alex works hard, really hard. He wakes up at 6 every morning, rushes through breakfast, drives to work, grinds through 9 long hours, comes home exhausted. But his day isn't over. He still has to mow the lawn, clean the house, wash the car, stand in line at the grocery store for an hour, fix small problems around the house. By the time he finally sits down, it's almost midnight. He tells himself, I'm being responsible, I'm saving money, I'm doing things myself. And tomorrow, he'll do it all again. Now meet Ethan. Ethan also works hard. Same hours, same kind of job, but his evenings look completely different. Instead of mowing his own lawn, he pays someone $30 to do it. Instead of spending 2 hours at the grocery store, he orders online in 15 minutes. Instead of spending his entire Saturday fixing a leaky pipe, he calls a professional. At first glance, it looks like Ethan is wasting money. He's spending where Alex is saving. But here's what most people never stop to see. While Alex spends 4 extra hours every evening doing chores, Ethan spends those same 4 hours learning a new skill, reading about investing, building a side business, having real conversations with people who can open new doors, or simply resting, so he shows up sharper, clearer, and more focused tomorrow. One person saved $20. The other built something that could one day be worth $20,000. One person saved money. The other saved time. And time is the one resource you can never earn back. This is the real difference between the wealthy and everyone else. It's not education. It's not luck. It's not even income. It's how they value the hours they're given. Poor people ask, how can I save $20? Wealthy people ask, how can I save 2 hours? Because they know something most people spend their entire lives never realizing. Money can always be earned again. Time never can. Let me ask you something personal. Imagine someone walks up to you right now and offers you $1,000, but in exchange, they take away 1 full year of your life. Would you accept? Of course not, because deep down, you already know that time is worth more than money. Yet every single day, millions of people trade their most valuable hours for the smallest amounts of money, without even realizing what they're giving up. They drive 40 minutes across town to save $5 on groceries. They wait in line for an hour to get a small discount. They spend an entire weekend trying to fix something a professional could repair in 30 minutes. And they feel proud of it. They feel responsible. But here's the hard truth. They are spending the most expensive asset they'll ever own, and nobody is warning them about it. Here's where psychology enters the picture. And this is where it gets really interesting. Our brains are naturally wired to focus on visible costs. If someone charges you $50, you feel it immediately. You question it. You compare it. You might even argue about it. But if something quietly steals 3 hours of your life, your brain barely registers it as a cost at all. Psychologists call this time blindness. We dramatically underestimate the real value of our own time. That's why people spend 45 minutes arguing over a $10 charge, while casually wasting entire Sunday afternoons doing low-value tasks that don't move their life 1 inch forward. The wealthy have trained themselves to think differently. Before they say yes to almost anything, they ask one powerful question. Is this the highest and best use of my time right now? That single question, asked consistently, completely transforms the financial decisions they make. Think about the most successful business owners you know. They don't answer every email themselves. They don't clean every corner of their office. They don't do every task with their own hands. Not because they're lazy, not because they think they're too good for it, because they understand one of the most powerful concepts in all of finance and life: leverage. Leverage means using money, systems, and other people's skills to multiply your own time. When a wealthy person pays someone $100 to handle a task that would take them 4 hours and uses those 4 hours to close a deal worth $10,000, that wasn't spending. That was investing. Every single hour they protect and redirect toward high-value work creates compounding returns, not just financially, but in skills, relationships, knowledge, and opportunity. That is why one focused hour for a wealthy person can produce more results than an entire week of scattered, busy, low-value activity. Now here's the part of the story that should shake you a little. Let's go back to Alex and Ethan. 5 years later, Alex got a raise. His salary went up. But his life hasn't changed much. He's still busy, still tired, still arriving home at night with no energy, still saying the same sentence he's been saying for 5 years. I just don't have enough time. His savings grew slightly, but his freedom barely moved. Ethan's life looks completely different. The extra hours he reclaimed every single week, hour by hour, week by week, allowed him to build a side business. That side business started small, but it grew. Eventually, it became a second income stream, then a third. And after 5 years, the income from his investments and business was earning more every month than his full-time job. He didn't win the lottery. He didn't get a massive inheritance. He didn't stumble into some secret investment. He simply valued his time differently, and then used it differently. The difference between Alex and Ethan wasn't intelligence. It wasn't opportunity. It wasn't luck. It was one small daily decision about what to do with their hours. Now I want to share something that most financial videos never talk about. Money is stored time. Think about that for a moment. Every single dollar you have represents hours of your life that you already traded. When you waste money on things that don't serve your growth, you're not just losing dollars. You're losing the hours you worked to earn those dollars. Double loss. But when you invest money wisely, you're doing something remarkable. You're buying back future time. You're paying your current money so that your future self has more freedom. One day, if you stay consistent, your investments start paying your bills. Your business keeps generating income while you sleep. Your assets continue growing whether you show up to work or not. And suddenly, for the first time in your life, you have a choice. Not because you're rich, because you're free. That is the real goal of building wealth. Not a bigger house to impress strangers. Not a faster car to show people at traffic lights. The real goal is owning your own time. Because financial freedom is not having unlimited money. Financial freedom is having the unlimited ability to decide how you spend your day. Waking up without an alarm. Being truly present with the people you love. Traveling when you want, not when your 2 weeks of vacation allow. Choosing work that excites you, not just work that pays the bills. Saying yes to the things that matter and no to the things that don't. That is what the wealthiest, most fulfilled people in the world are actually buying. Not things, choices, freedom, time. So here's what I want you to do differently starting today. The next time you're about to make a financial decision, pause for just 3 seconds. Don't ask, "Can I afford this?" Ask a much better question. Will this purchase give me more time and freedom, or take more away? That one shift in thinking, applied consistently over months and years, could completely redirect your financial life. Because here's the final truth I want to leave with you today. The richest person in any room is rarely the one with the biggest bank account. The richest person is the one who wakes up every morning and chooses exactly how they spend their day. And that kind of wealth doesn't start with $1 million. It starts with a single decision, made today, not next week, not when things calm down, right now. Drop a comment below and tell me, what is one low-value task you're going to stop spending your time on starting this week? I want to hear from you. I read every single comment. And if this video made you think differently about time and money, share it with one person who needs to hear it today. Subscribe and turn on notifications, because in the next video, we're going to go even deeper.
We're going to talk about exactly why most people stay broke, even when they earn good money, and the 3 invisible psychological traps that keep them stuck. You don't want to miss it. I'll see you in the next one.